Hi, water signs. How are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's go ahead and get started. This is for the week of April 29th through Cinco de Mayo. Hope you guys have your tequila party hat, your margarita party hats on. It's even on a Saturday this year. Whoop. Okay, let's go. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, in that order. If you guys could leave your timestamps below, I would really love it. Thanks for your likes and your shares and your subscribes. If you want a private reading, you can click on the link below and definitely comment. Also, I'm going to be doing a collaboration video with Jane International where we are going to be talking about all things astrology, how cool astrology is, what it can be used for, what's going on with it right now. Like, it will blow your mind. Okay. All right, Cancers, Spirit and Universe. What do Cancers need to hear? Cancers, Cancers, Cancers. I am using the Anna K Tarot deck. Everyone's readings have been so different this week. It's crazy. And I'll tell you what, that Knight of Wands has been popping up everywhere. So, like, there's this whole... You guys see these? Temporary. Okay, Cancers. Well, I mean, honestly, this is going to be quick because it's so good. I don't need to go into it too much. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. So you're happy, you're feeling good, and if you're not right now, that's definitely the goal this week. I mean, it's always the goal, or it should be always the goal, but you're here, okay? And we have the 7 of Swords reversed. So maybe this is about the fact that you thought somebody was sneaking, lying, cheating, dirty, rotten scoundrel, but they're not. And so you found this out through some sort of communication, right? You thought it was over, but it's not. Doesn't have to mean all this, but you definitely were withholding or either working on saving money, Cancers, or withholding stuff from this person, trying to balance all of this out so there could be actual real happiness. And I'll tell you what, when you throw boundaries up, that's when people come trying to knock them down, and then you can choose who you want to knock down the boundaries with, right? Right. Okay. No one's acting a fool, okay? There's actually fairness and just behavior, just viewpoints, fair viewpoints. All right, there's a balancing out of the scales. There's diplomacy going on. 10 of Pentacles. Money's good. There's emotional balance. This is you, right? You could be dealing with the water sign. You're good. Frankly, you're so good that I think you're psyching yourself out here. It's like this reversed with all of this over here, Cancers. It's almost like you're waiting for the bus to come hit you. But when things are so good, don't focus on if the bus is kind of coming hit you. Just be happy. Now, 9 of Wands, this is how you feel. You're feeling like a burden is lifting, or that you're nearing the end stage of being stressed out. And they feel this too. Whoever you're with or the outside realm, okay, they know that you've been stressed and that you're almost done being stressed, okay? And they also know that you can handle it. They also know you can handle it like a boss. Because you do. Hopes and fears, you're hoping there's not a third-party situation going on. We see that there actually isn't. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da! Now, the outcome is the Knight of Wands. I'm going to clarify this because we don't really necessarily want to have, you might, but we don't necessarily want to have all of this good feelings. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. In the past, we had the 5 of Pentacles. So feeling left out in the cold and not feeling like there was enough, like a lack of abundance. This is a card of scarcity, emotional scarcity, financial scarcity, right? So coming from the past and actually coming into all of this stability and happiness and honesty, okay, that 7 of Swords was reversed, coming from this place into this wonderful space, it's natural that you're going to feel like things are, you're being a little, I said this to someone else, I can't remember who, maybe Sagittarius, I can't remember, but you're being a little hypervigilant about what's going to happen next. So it's giving you a little anxiety. Okay, but you're trying to work through it. They see that you're working through it. You're worried there's a third party, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So you're kind of feeling like this could be temporary. All this goodness, all this happiness could be temporary. What happens when you project, Cancers? Is that what you want to be projecting? Let's really think about this. Vibrationally, frequency, is that what you want to be projecting? That this happiness is only temporary? Come on now. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Cancers. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Cancers. Yeah, oh my gosh, you are so afraid that this is going to be temporary. Now, this is the outcome. So, I mean, like, this is the outcome, but look at what we have here, too. We have the Magician. So, I mean, the outcome is that it's not going to be a traditional, whatever this is, okay, action. This is also saying that you're not going to have to, or you aren't thinking through this either enough, or that you're not going to have to really think through this. So what this tells me with the Magician here and the Tower here, okay, is that oh my gosh, clarity is coming for one, Cancers, but you have to take ownership of some of this. This isn't like waiting for the bus to come hit you or waiting for something bad to happen. Like, it's good. So don't make it bad because you're projecting that out there. All right? Leave your comments below. If you need a private reading, you can click on the link below. All right, Cancers. That's it. I'm going to move on to Scorpios for the week. Oh, man. Hi, Scorpios. How are you? I'm all stressed out after doing Cancer's reading because it was just like self-sabotage. And I don't think they were trying to do it at all. But you got to be careful with what you're projecting. It legitimately turns into reality. All right, Scorpios, what is going on in your world this week? What do Scorpios need to know? Well, for starters, okay. Well, you're definitely opening up. That's a tough card. What does this mean? There is either somebody's trying to get away with something. Okay? The thing with this card is that they don't get away with it. Okay? They get found out. They get caught. It hurts. And this, they could get found out because gossip. Okay? There's a massive transformation taking place, Scorpios. What is this? What is this? Okay? Your ships are coming in. Cool. I feel a little odd saying that with this happening. But if someone's doing something, if a lover is doing something and it's bothering you and you're doing right by them and they're not doing right by you, like, karma's going to have its day. So just chill. Don't worry about it, okay? That's like, just chill. I mean, please. But I can't tell you to chill. Like, it sucks. It hurts. But this is saying to just wait, all right? Okay? There is stability here. Four of Pentacles. Open up. Be open. Maintain and show and prove emotional stability. This can work wonders. When you don't rage at them, being stable, acting complacent can work wonders on the human psyche. Okay, now in the future, this is not something that is a leveling up yet. So they could just be out. It's just not ready to level up yet. Okay, you're stressed out about it, but the stress is coming to an end. They're going to be seeing you as somebody that's willing to work through things, willing to communicate. But look, you're definitely not trusting them. Okay, you do not feel good about what's going on here. Listen to your intuition, Scorpios. Listen to your intuition. It doesn't lead you astray, not you. I'm going to take all these three. Why? Maybe being single is better right now. Getting to work, focusing on you, and focusing on somebody that can actually bring you reciprocity. Okay? Someone that can be generous with their time, with their emotions, somebody that can be open, somebody that can give, somebody that knows how to receive. All right, Scorpios? Okay? You know this, so don't lie to yourself. All right, I love you. Stay tuned. Leave your comments below. Let's move on to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. How are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 29th through Cinco de Mayo. Get your margaritas ready. All right, Pisces, let's go. Pisces. I'm doing a collaboration with Jane International next week where we're going to be talking about all things astrology. Super cool. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about natural law, the 7 Hermetic principles, and the Kabbalion. We're going to be talking about the Zohar. So deep. All right, get ready. The 7 Hermetic principles. They sound so basic, right? But when you start thinking about them, it changes your perspective on everything. It changes your perspective on everything you think, everything that you thought you knew. It changes the context of everything you believed. I would highly recommend reading to the Kabbalion, listening to it multiple times, frankly. Okay. All right. Pisces. Sorry to go so deep. I was just in that space today. I was like, whoa. Let's go on with your reading. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, my goodness. Why is it that you have this air sign this week that is driving you crazy? Maybe a fire sign, too. Okay, work. You're wanting to focus on work. You're either wanting to focus on getting money or you don't want it, or money's good and you want a solid relationship, okay? You want something that doesn't have to be back. Like, this is interesting. Pisces, the 8 of. This is like rapid communication. But in terms of what you want something where there's communication on a soul level, okay? Chemistry, where you don't have to have all this back and forth. Like, it's like this whole universe of communication and everything, like a whole universe between the two of your bodies, between the two of your souls. And I'm not necessarily talking about sex. Okay, you don't need all this communication. It's there naturally. Okay? That's what you want. That's what you're working towards. Okay? You don't need somebody that acts like a fool. You don't need someone that's in and out of your life. Okay? In fact, if they have been in and out of your life, you want them gone for good. Okay? This is something you have been afraid to think about, but I think you think it's for the best. Okay? You know it's going to hurt. Okay? You know there's going to need to be healing, but there's a higher purpose to the Star card. This is having faith and belief in things greater than us. Okay? You see that it's like this star, this beacon that is your emotional. You see how the water is like coming here from the earth, okay? There's a real context here coming from the earth. That's where things grow. It's the natural state. If you want to talk about laws, right? The natural laws and natural law. I mean, we can talk about everything from spirit, whatever the frog that is, right? To an actual physical molecule, right? Or an element of the earth, okay? We can talk about this on so many levels. But when we talk about, okay, water enabling things to grow from the earth and reconnecting to itself and then actually moving towards, okay, continuously being fed, continuously being fed, continuously being fed, moving towards, right? This abyss that is the universe. We focus on this little star that may or may not actually still be there, right? So this is an interesting card because when we talk about having faith, maintaining faith and maintaining belief in whatever, it changes the context of this person's actions, right? It changes context of belief in love, right? It becomes so trivial, even though it's so deep and so important. It actually makes this so much more important, right? Because it makes us think, Pisces, there's actually something deeper than this physical realm, right? And I'm not saying a greater plan here, but we're definitely part of something else, right? Whether you want to look at us as ants, rummaging around with our egos on a dirt ball in the middle of nowhere, or if you want to feel like we actually can cure the earth of our own from our own damaging behaviors, right? And we have the say and we are empowered. You can view it any way, either way. Any way you can view it. But here's the thing, all right? You're realizing this, I think, Pisces. And I don't want to get I'm not trying to get doomsday here, but I think you're realizing this. And so I think part of this is realizing that pleasures of the flesh are not all there is. And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about sex, but I'm talking about this love in positive form and connection in positive form and helping others and being part of a society, right? And the human experience, humanoid experience, right? Our souls connecting on a physical plane. I think it becomes much deeper for you. I think you get it better, more than other people do. So that's why when they leave or you want them to leave or this whole thing changes, that's why you don't care. Because you have a greater understanding of things, okay? It's not about you hurt my feelings. It's not about I don't like this. I don't like that. I want this. I need that. I love this. It's like all becomes so trivial because there's way more out there than just that, right? So, and I'm not saying that stuff's not important, but you can choose to put all of these things in certain contexts and they all become equally trivial or equally important depending on how you look at it. So here we have how they view you. They feel like you're being strategic. They feel like you're trying to outplay them. Frankly, if you're dealing with a Earth's air sign, Pisces, you're not going to outplay them. Let's just get that straight, okay? So be on their level in terms of thinking and acting on a higher plane. Okay, don't get all worked up here. Let them get worked up and don't react. Let it be temporary. Hopes and fears. You're hoping and fearing that there's not going to be clarity, not necessarily for you, but it's like you're hoping and fearing that they're not going to go or the situation isn't going to calm down or there's not going to be any sort of time spent acknowledging the realness of it. right? Because we can get esoteric for days on end. But at the end of the day, despite everything I said, and I don't want to be contradicting myself here, okay? That's not my purpose. But we don't want to be understanding that... I just totally lost my train of thought because I looked out the window. You're hoping and fearing, Pisces. Actually, not hoping. You're fearing that they're not going to, they, in terms of whoever is doing this action. Okay, whoever's in and out of your life, whoever is acting crazy, whoever you wish would be gone or you wish would stay. Either way, whoever this is, you're really hoping that they go and spend time thinking through their actions. Okay? But the thing with this card in this position is, Pisces, is that you know they're not going to. And they can come back and say whatever they need to say to get back in your good graces. But at the end of the day, you know that it's not going to be emotionally satisfying because you know they're just blowing smoke. Okay, and you're not going to fall prey to these antics anymore. What you are going to do, what you're hoping to do, is become or remain a little bit more grounded, all right, in dealing with desire. I feel like, Pisces, there's this new context on some level that is being placed in your way of thinking that alters it a little bit. Okay? Okay. The art, if you will, of manipulation. Horrible. But can be used just as equally for good as it can for bad. But it's not about good or bad. It's like, what's this person's intention, right? And why can't these other people, why are they so blind they can't see this is going on? Can't we just all be straightforward and either choose to jump on board or not? That's what makes this bad, even if it's good manipulation. You see my play on words there? It's messed up, but it's true, right? Okay? You don't want to be stressed out or have anxiety about someone's intentions. This is what this is saying. So it's like you're choosing a more earthy, grounded, real route to take. And I think this week is kind of paramount because there's this deeper understanding that you have about what's really going on here. By no fault of their own. They're just blind to higher things, to deeper things, right? I'm not saying right as in do you get it. I'm saying like, I think that's what you're understanding here is they may be brilliant, but they are extremely disconnected from what's really happening. Okay? All right. I love you, Pisces. Enjoy your weekly. Watch my collaboration with Jane International, and I will talk to you later. All right? Bye.